every week this season, and so yeah, it's been good.
What was, when you guys got on the plane to come here, what was your expectation in terms of what your role was going to be in this game?
I knew we were going to play the both of us a lot, and I wasn't sure what the situation was, who was going to start, that sort of thing, but I knew I'd play a lot, so I already had that mindset going into this week, and so, you know, obviously it changed a little bit the last few days. But
to have something like that happen at the beginning of a bowl week, what does that do to your position group, your team? What does that do?
Yeah, it's a big distraction. I think all the guys are kind of just, you know, taken back by it, especially when it's, you know, one of your leaders. It's unfortunate, but we rallied and regrouped and had a great week of practice so far.
What was that Tuesday, well, whatever day it was, but Tuesday practice like for you as really the only quarterback out there?
Yeah, a lot of reps. I was kind of gassed after a couple of those, but no, it was good. Got a lot of work in, and once we kind of got focused back up, it was a good day.
It's been such a strange season at the quarterback position. How do you sort of sum up what this year's been like for you?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I think mentally it's just been draining, just with all the changes and everything, trying to adjust to different things. But that's football, and that's why we're here, and it's kind of fun. And so we're just trying to take each day as taking a stride and go from there.
What do you know, Grant, mentally about the position that you maybe didn't know when you came in off the bench in the Nevada game? What have you seen?
I think it's just all the changes that come with, you know, being a starter. There's a lot more things go with that. You know, I try not to change the way I prepare, but you kind of do in your mind. I mean, you got to be ready from the get-go, and so it's just a lot more taxing, I think, mentally, and a lot more than I ever thought. But it's awesome. It's fun. It's what I came here to do, and so I've been ready for that my whole life. But yeah, it's been an adjustment.
Is your family here, Grant?
No, they're not.
They wish they could make the trip.
I think so.
Think about any last minute?
I think they're trying maybe still to come and see, but yeah, I don't know.
So you have a history with Oregon State, is what Coach Riley told us. You were in camp at the same time as some other guys, and they were looking at you. Were you hoping to get an offer from them?
Yeah, I mean, I lived 20 miles away from Corvallis, so obviously that was kind of one of my, growing up, that's kind of one of your first colleges. You're like, oh man, that'd be cool to go there and be close to home. But yeah, they have a great program, and when I was a senior and stuff, I'd go over there and watch practice a lot, and their coaches are great staff, great program, and they treat everybody with a lot of respect.
So do you have Oregon State here, like stashed away in your house?
I don't know, probably when I was like little, they're probably really little, but no, not right now.
Grant, I'm sure there was a time where you thought you might be playing for Oregon State, so it was a little surreal to be playing against them in a bowl game.
Yeah, it is. I guess it's kind of just started to hit me that. I don't know, I didn't really think about it at first, and it's just kind of another game, but it is kind of cool, you know, being from Oregon and playing for Boise State, now playing against a team that was 20 miles down the road. It's pretty neat.
What stands out about the matchup with them?
I think you know, their program's a lot like ours. The way, you know, they do things, they're very well coached. They pay a lot of attention to details, and so they're going to be very disciplined in the things they do, and they're going to be tough to beat. So it's going to be a great game.
To do a story on Matt and what he's done for this offense the last month. What does he mean to this team, this offense?
Oh, a ton. I mean, he's kind of a workhorse. I mean, you throw anything up to him, and he's going to come down with it. And he's a great leader. I mean, he does everything by example. He doesn't say a whole lot, but when he does, it's important. And so it's been great having him as a big part of our offense.
Said he's really starting to come out of his shell in that regard a little bit, and particularly through this transition. Have you seen him step up as a leader here?
I think we all have. I think we all kind of like taken it kind of personally and just like, okay, we got to step up and do something. I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of distractions, a lot of changes, so guys like that need to step up, and it seems like we have been.
So many of those touchdowns he's had lately have been jumping up over top of someone to get the ball. He just kind of, that's still kind of dormant for him the last couple of years. Have you guys finally taken advantage of it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got a big frame, he's athletic enough to go get that ball, and so really any one-on-one matchup, throw it up to him, I feel great with that.
You're one of the guys that knows Brian Harsin. What'd you think of the coaching change?
Oh, I was excited. I had a couple of guys in mind that I really would think would be good, and he was one of them. And he called me, you know, the night he got the job, and I was excited to hear his voice. It's been, you know, a few years, and it's nice for me and a few other guys, not many, but to have another familiar face coming back, it's great.
The night before it was announced, or the night of
the night of?
Okay.
The night, yeah, he announced that morning, and then that night he gave me a call. So.
As a guy that will be a senior next year, how big is this game for what you guys want to do?
Oh, it's big. I think it's good just to get some momentum into the offseason, get a little, you know, spring into the off-season workouts and spring ball, and it's a big momentum change, and bowl games are huge for programs in that way.
Another sort of ironic coincidence with you and Oregon State, your position coach now, Jonathan Smith, played there.
Yeah.
And when he played there, he wore same number you wear now. You guys talked about his kind of ties to Boise State.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was little watching him in the Civil War games and looking up to him as a big time player, and it was always cool to see a guy, you know, kind of about my same size, go out there and do great things, and so obviously it's neat having him coach me, and it's been a great 2 years with him.
Have you guys talked a lot about what his collegiate experience was like, not just in prep for this game, but just before?
Yeah, we talk a little bit. You got to ask questions. He doesn't come out and just start talking about it. You got to pry it out of him. But once you get him going, he talks a lot. He's got some good stories.
Tell us some of them. What are some
he's kind of that team they had. I mean, they had a lot of talented guys, and I think one of his favorite stories is that Fiesta Bowl, you know, against Notre Dame. And I remember watching that. And I was kind of a Notre Dame fan growing up too. I mean, it's kind of one of those teams you like growing up, and so he talks a lot about that game.
You've gotten so much experience this year, and now next year you're going to have a new head coach, a new position coach, a new offensive coordinator. Is that hard at all to know that everything you built this year, it's all going to change?
A little bit, but I think, you know, Coach Pete and everybody involved with this program has built such a good foundation that really as a senior going into next year won't be a huge, big deal. I think the foundation's been set, so that's good. I think the real change will come with the younger guys, and that's kind of be our job to lead them, and they'll have to make it a little bit of an adjustment.
You met Mike at all anywhere along Stanford?
I haven't. I talked to him the other night on the phone. He called me, and I've never met with him, but I've seen he's done great things, and I'm excited to get him here and start working with him, and I know he's excited to get here, and it's going to be fun.
So everything goes through you right now, apparently, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
What do you say to you on the phone?
He's just excited. He's watched this year, and he's just excited to get here and take that next step, and with my development, and it's also great to get another Bronco back on the staff.
So that's been a little weird the last couple of weeks preparing for the game without Coach Peterson.
It has. I bet first practice without him was weird. After that, it's been kind of same old. So obviously it's different without him here having that leadership, but it's been good. I mean, we've taken a lot of good steps without him.
Since that Nevada game, has the game really slowed down for you with the
Yeah, I think just every rep I take, it's slowing down, and that'll only get better as the more I play. So yeah, it definitely has.
What do you think the offense needs to do to be able to put points on the board against that?
I think we just need to take care of the ball. I think we need to run the ball well. I think we do those two things, we'll be good, and just make good decisions and just do our deal and not try to do anything crazy. And we'll be fine.
Coach, has it taken off for you having a guy like Jay behind there?
Oh, it's great. You got Jay, hand the ball to him. You got all kinds of guys. I mean, that makes my job so easy. Really, I don't have to do anything special. Just give the athletes the ball, let them do their thing, and it's a lot more fun that way.